Guys, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Midpoint. This is your girl Daylon. This video is dedicated to everyone that is waking up right now. It's going to be very challenging for you because as we go deeper into the age of Aquarius, deeper into the age of knowledge, there's a lot of people that's going to come out with information that's already been out from decades recent, with videos and information that will resonate with you. And one of the best advice I can give you right now is if you are going to listen to some people, either on YouTube or you go to their events, their webinars, or you buy their books, or you follow up with their research, really learn from the ones that are telling you, or at least give an open ear opportunity to those that are empowering you. That's how you'll know the difference between someone that is trying to manipulate you or just give you any type of information to mislead you. Those that are giving you information will tell you to vet out the information that they tell you. They'll tell you to go look it up. Go read the book. Go get 3 books, 4 books, and compare what you're learning. Sit down in meditation. Do something that they've done. Practice and see how you react to it. See what your spirit tells you. Start listening to yourself and then alter it and tweak it to what works best for you. They'll tell you to empower yourself and listen to yourself. They'll tell you can try this, but the whole key is for you to connect with your spirit, connect with your ancestors. They're not going to tell you this is something you should do. Although we use these words and they're really low vibrational, they don't really help when we're trying to express ourselves because, they're spells and they're low vibration. However, this is what we have to work with, so we have to be very mindful when we speak. I know there's some things that I know for me there's some things that I've said where I would utilize myself and I would give advice to people. However, if I said something like should or whatever, I want to apologize because I don't want anyone to feel like this is something that they have to do, and if they're not yielding the results from what I suggested, then they're doing it wrong, and that's not the case. I'm giving you my experiences. So whenever someone is speaking, always look at it from the perspective of this is their experience. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for me. However, it does mean that this is a measurable point from where I can operate and I can use this and then grow from there, expand from there. Knowledge is understanding. So the most important thing about listening to people on YouTube or reading a book or anything is having understanding. It's not just to take the information verbatim and run with it. It's really more for you to understand. Once you understand, now you could apply it so then you can have wisdom. It's so true that whenever, the statement when they say, whatever you've learned, just throw it all away because you really don't know anything. Or there's so many famous sayings like, you think you know but you have no idea. Any kind of statements like that is so true because there's so much information that I've obtained, that I've learned, and to be honest, nothing is really truth but truth itself, because anything, especially in this third dimension, could change at any moment. And just because I said something yesterday and agree with it doesn't mean I would agree with it today, because situations change. Maybe new information has come up. You know what I mean? A new experience probably changed that kind of a framework of thinking, framework of understanding. One thing is for sure is that we are energy and we are constantly flowing. So you want to be able to be as relaxed as water so that you can flow with the information that's coming to you, so you can be able to operate within your reality. It's like whatever you learn, you should really unlearn every single day. It gets challenging. For me, it does. Some people, it's easier for them to operate and to create and to manifest. For me, sometimes it's challenging. Sometimes it's easy. But once you really understand and have the intentions, your intentions is the most important, and how you operate in this reality, your intentions is the most important. Once you have an understanding of that, then things become a lot more easier. It's really challenging. I'm not even going front, because you'll find some information that works with you, and then some next days it doesn't. You might want to be antisocial one day, the next minute you want to be around family and friends. Listen to your higher self, listen to your spirit guide, and strengthen that relationship between you and yourself. That is the only way that you actually can evolve. But don't fret, my pets, because if you're listening to this, that means you're listening to a lot of other information, and you need to know that you're a warrior. You need to know that you are protected. You need to know that this is just a physical reality. You are much more than this. There is much more for you. You are God. Okay, you are manifesting, and I'm not saying you're not. Don't get it confused with people that saying, oh, you know, you're egotistical when you say stuff like that, or someone else is God. You're your own God. You create your own reality with your own beliefs, your own realities, your own thought processing. You're doing that. And now when you team up with those that are already around you, either seen or unseen, known or unknown, you become a powerful force to be reckoned with. All right? There's a lot of information out here. So there's a lot of people that you'll run into that will give you some really good information. These are some people that I've learned from, not all. I've learned from Santos Bonacci, that you can look up. Other people will reference other people, but to be honest, awakening to certain type of consciousness levels, you'll realize that everybody pretty much is referencing the same type of people, because they're teaching you about yourself anyway. So Santos Bonacci, Red Pill, Blue Pill, Mama Pill, of course, Young Pharaoh. You have Dr. Delbert Blair. You have Queen Afua. You have Brother Panic, Bobby Hemmett. You have I should have wrote those down. Phil Valentine. You have Osei Kafour. You have there's Dr. Francis Welsing. There is oh man, I have so many books at home, which is who I should have made a list. I'll probably I need to finish. There's so many people out on YouTube. Like, there's so many, and once you start opening up to other people, okay, you start opening up to other portals, because they all lead into each other, because they're all speaking about truth anyway. Truth as far as like energetical truth, as far as like who you are, not necessarily giving you the blueprint of who to be, but as far as this is the direction that you should go if you're trying to learn a little bit more about yourself. And then once you learn a few of these tidbits, now you could create your own and connect to your own understanding of who you are. Now you could really see yourself clearly. But the veil is coming down anyway, so you're going to see everything that you are and do and think is truth. Everything that you do, think, or say is truth. Because you'll see that if you're going to sit down and study so many things, and time is going to pass by, even though time is an illusion, years or whatever is going to pass by, you're going to realize you're going to come to a point where everything can change. Everything that I just learned does not stand on any kind of strong foundation. So it's kind of like starting all over. But now you're starting all over by listening to your own intuition. You don't need a book. You don't need videos. And this is why, I always wondered what happened to a lot of people that, besides the people that transitioned and passed away, I'm like, what happened to a lot of people that used to speak on YouTube? I don't really see them as much anymore. And now I understand why. They're listening to their intuition, and they understand that there's no need to tell anybody what to do. So I hope you understand that you are more than you can ever imagine. You are beautiful, you are strong, you are powerful, you are not alone. You might feel lonely, just fight through it and understand where that feeling is coming from. If you know your ancestors are behind you and you know that you can't see them, why would you feel that you're alone? I just hope that you just keep working on yourself. You keep passing, you just keep going. Keep going. Time's going to be hard. Some days you won't want to do anything. Some days you're going to want to do every single thing. And that's fine. Just live and enjoy and experience, dance, sing, do whatever it is that your spirit calls you to do. You're here to experience life. You're here having a human experience. So enjoy this human experience as much as you can. I know a lot of people have a lot of information that show you how much it's not to be enjoyed, but you creating your own reality.